blue band shows us that we had trouble with the hurdle step in the FMS screen. Now, there's a few things that could cause trouble with that test. It could be a balance issue, so it could be more stability-based, having trouble controlling resisting forces. It could be more mobility, where I had trouble just getting that leg up. Or it could be that it's just challenging for our body to have one leg extended and one leg flexed simultaneously. Whatever it is, we know it's a position we're not super comfortable in, and we know it's a position that we want to get more comfortable in, because if we're seeing that we have a blue band and we're having trouble with that hurdle step, it's showing perhaps not everything is firing in the hips the way we want it to, and we definitely know that the body is maybe not comfortable on one leg, or at least as much as it should be or we'd like it to. So, things to stay away from when we have a blue band. I definitely want to be careful about anything jumping or landing related. If we know that the hips aren't functioning properly, we're going to assume that they're going to have trouble absorbing that force and dissipating those forces, and landings could be really, really stressful on the knees or areas that we don't want stress on. The other thing we're going to want to be careful of is, again, running. So this shows us that we're not quite comfortable on a single leg, and there's a lot of single leg activity of running gait. So it's just something we're going to be mindful of for now. We're going to try and clean up so we can get those miles on later. There are a couple great corrective exercises that we can do in between workouts to help you get rid of this guy.
Use something stiff to prop up your straight leg. Now, the most important part of this exercise is keeping the straight leg straight, reaching through the heel actively and keeping the leg long. Then I want to keep the other knee as tight as I can to the chest, which is going to help level out the pelvis. And I want to think about lifting the hip by firing the glute of the straight leg, timing everything with the breath. This one looks easy, but sometimes can be far from it. I want to focus on keeping the planted leg as straight as possible, like I'm trying to push the ground away from me. Then while keeping it straight, I will lift the other leg from the hip, bringing the knee and the toe up. How high I get the lifted leg is not as important as how straight I can keep the planted leg.